Assalamu alaikum. For this session, we have with us Dr. Ahmad Shamshad sir, Assistant Professor and H.O.D. Department of Political Science, Anjuman Khairul Islam's Poona College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Camp Pune. He has completed his graduation in the year 1996 from Aligarh Muslim University. He completed his PG in 1998 from Aligarh Muslim University, and he added one more feather in his cap. He completed his PhD in 2003 from Aligarh Muslim University. He has a vast experience of teaching since 2013 to till date, and he completed his PhD on a very important topic on role of bureaucracy in people's empowerment with reference to new economic policy in India. He has a various area of interest. He is a very busy personality. He has so many membership of various associations. Along with that, he published 2 books and near about 56 papers, and he presented various research papers in conferences, seminars and workshops, and we have with us a very detailed biodata of our beloved resource person of today's technical session. Sir, we welcome you on behalf of our J.A.T management, especially our Honorable Chairman Ahmad Ansari Sahib, Principal Honorable Dr. Ansari Haroon Ramzan Sahib. Along with that, H.O.D. Political Science, Honorable Dr. Lodhi, Kaneez, Fatema ma'am. We welcome you, sir, and please start your session before the audience. Sir, please start your session. Asif, sir. Hello. मैं कॉल करती हूँ वो है अपने इसमें पार्टिसिपेंट्स की लिस्ट डॉक्टर अहमद और शमशाद
कौन सी
डॉक्टर अहमद शमशाद डी से शुरू में ये अहमद शमशाद पार्टिसिपेंट में हम यही दो नंबर पार्टिसिपेंट्स के 2 नंबर अनम्यूट करो उनको
हाँ हेलो सर हेलो सर
Hello.
हाँ आवाज आई सर आपकी
Okay. Am I audible?
You are
Yes, sir.
audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So can I present my PPT from my side?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you.
PPT.
Okay. 4 minutes.
Sir,
Is it-
PPT दिख रहा है आपका?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir, you can start, sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Start your session.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So, first of all, I am thankful to the management of J.A.T College of Malegaon, that management and whole administration of this college have given me this opportunity to present my view on this platform. So very good, I think good morning still, because this is the period between noon and morning. So good morning and good afternoon, good noon also. So here, Madam Salma Abdul Sattar ma'am and Kaneez Fatema ma'am have given me the topic on I have to discuss, or I have to talk on equality and social justice. So all of you know that because most of the participants, including me, have the background of political science, less or more. So we know the meaning, the definition of equality and justice, and constitutional provisions are there. But actually, what is the meaning of webinar or seminar or conferences? That we cannot talk just like a classroom teaching. Just in classroom teaching, we always show this is right to equality, article 14 to 18, this is right to freedom. No. Because most of us actually, we are the teachers and the students of political science background. And all of you know that the concept of justice is the product of political science. When this subject, as a subject, political science came into existence, at that time, separate branch of law was not there. So all of you know that, very interesting fact, all the political philosophers, including Plato and Aristotle, one side they gave the theory of the states, and on the other side, they explained the concept of justice also. And after Plato and Aristotle, most of the philosophers, they took the basic concept of justice from Plato and Aristotle. All of you know that that is functional specialization. Plato classified the society into 3 categories: producing class, military class, and ruling class. And Aristotle also approximately same classification. And they said, or Plato and Aristotle both said, that each society should concentrate his or her own profession, policy of non-interference, and still that is working. All of you know that concept of sovereignty. No policy of non-interference. A state should be free to take her internal or external decisions without any interference. That is also a kind of justice. So equality and justice, both are interdependent. If justice is there, it means equality is there. And if equality is there in the society, it means justice is there. But in present day, you know, some principles of social justice, because my topic is related to social justice. So it is written here, while there is no consensus on the meaning of and scope of the term, social justice is commonly associated with the creation of a just society. What is the meaning of just society? Actually, laws and concept of justice and insaf always cannot be forced. Cannot be forced. Each and every one is being provided the equal opportunities, all kinds of opportunities. That is the meaning of just society. Not only the opportunity of education, opportunity of employment, no. Opportunity of drinking water. It is also the part and parcel of justice. In urban areas, we are fortunate to have a good quality of water, either through aqua guard or in a bottled water. But what is happening in the rural areas or in the marginalized areas or in the underprivileged areas, even we don't know. Once I visited in Bengal, because I was there, because Aligarh Muslim University has one campus there in Murshidabad. So I was there 1 year. So I visited the bank of Ganga River, Holy River. The lakhs of people, they are using that water in their drinking, to clean the clothes, to wash the clothes, to clean the utensils. They are suffering from a unique kind of skin diseases. It means it is the responsibility of the state to provide all kinds of opportunities to his or to her citizens. But it means a state is failed to provide the drinking water or clean water, not drinking water, clean water. So just society with the underlying assumption that justice implies human welfare through equal rights and share of benefits, fair treatment, recognition of cultural differences, and equitable access to resources and opportunities. Only if you see the red line, the red color on this screen, equal rights and share of benefits, fair treatment, a recognition of cultural differences. This is in Indian perspective, that is unity in diversity. And equitable access to resources and opportunities. But likewise, there is no clear definition of the key principle of social concept, but a new theory regarding the justice roles. Two principles of justice remain central to any discussion on the topic. In an international perspective, in a modern perspective, we cannot complete the talk on justice without Rawls theory. And in Indian perspective, we cannot conclude our talk without Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar. So these are the two principles. Each person has an equal right to a fully adequate scheme of equal basic rights and liberties, which is compatible with a similar scheme for all. So all of you know that fundamental rights of our Indian Constitution. Only right to equality is not related to right to equality and justice, social justice, but actually all the articles which are mentioned in the concept of fundamental rights, actually all those are interrelated with equality and social justice and justice. If I am free, either freedom of speech and expression, if I am enjoying without any kind of threat, without any kind of fear, it means justice is there. It means equality is there. And second principle, social and economic inequalities are to satisfy two conditions. First, they must be attached to offices and positions open to all, again open to all, under conditions of fair equality of opportunity. So this is well-known fact that not only economic opportunity is enough to create the atmosphere of social justice in the society. No. Economy is a part and parcel of life, human life, but not the whole life. You know, in northern India, the girls, they are unable to take even their basic education because of water. A very interesting fact. Why? Because 5 to 10 kilometers, there is no resource of water, drinking water, even wells are there. So whole day, they are busy to collect water. Whole day in Rajasthan, in Bihar, in Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, in Jharkhand, Bengal, Odisha, whole day, those girls are busy to collect the water, to store the water for their own needs. And of course, because they have pet animals, cows and buffaloes, so they are unable to even visit the schools, basic education, because of water. Not because of the education institutions and the books and the, no, वो तो बहुत दूर की बात. Because of what? How water and education is also interrelated. Because those girls, childs are unable to take even basic education because of water. So how we can create a just society? So again, there are, because Rawls, modern days political philosophers, even in our universities, Rawls is not the part and parcel of our syllabus, but in Delhi University and AMU also, Rawls justice is there. So 4 components of social justice. Number 1, equality, because this is my topic, is equality and social justice. Fair access to goods and services is a fundamental principle of social justice, based on the belief that all human beings are equal before God and law. The notion of fairness as related to access is often linked with the notion of equality, to imply that all people, regardless of their gender, race, age, class, language, religion, and occupation, are entitled to benefit from public goods and resources. These include access to livelihood, capacities, education, information, health services, employment, and job opportunities. Again, it is very interesting fact. After 75 years of independence, our policy makers, just like politicians, they are not ready to talk about these basic needs of human beings or citizens. After 75 years of independence, no one is ready. Only 2 issues are there, all of you know that: religion and casteism. Religion and casteism. Even people are also not ready to talk about these issues. Yeah. Regardless their gender, gender must not be any kind of discrimination on the ground of gender. But what kinds of data, all of you, I am the student of political science, So I always think regarding what is the real situation. No. Crimes against women. If crimes are acceptable in our society, where is social justice? Where is social justice? Only National Crime Record Bureau 2019 published a report. 73,138 children, kids, they are missed. They are missed. And most of them, they are girls. Race, age, class, language, religion, and occupation are entitled to benefit from public goods and resources. So after that, in democratic societies, the concept of equality also extends to include the political sphere with effective decision-making process in place to ensure an equal voice of all citizens. This is the meaning of equality and social justice. But what kind of equal voice? Only we can think about that. Either we are following democracy in our home. No, we are not ready to accept the voice at our home also. So how we can think regarding the democracy at the national level or international level? Even we are not ready to accept democratic values in our home. The parents, they don't have time for their children, for their kids. So how we can talk regarding the democracy at national or international level? We are totally undemocratic in our home. Second basic principle of social justice and equality, that is equity. Again, the principle of equity derives from the recognition that the concept of fairness has just I want to ask Salma ma'am or Kaneez ma'am, what time or how much time I can take to present my PPTs? Is there any limitation for me? Because Salma ma'am, hello, am I audible? Hello, Kaneez madam, Kaneez ma'am. Hello, am I audible? Hello. 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 Hello.
हेलो सर।
हाँ, मेरी आवाज जा रही है?
हाँ, आ रही है आपकी आवाज।
मैं सलमा मैम से पूछना चाह रहा था कि मुझे कितनी देर बात करनी है?
हाँ, आपके ऊपर है सर।
अच्छा, ओके, थैंक यू. So second basic principle of which comes under the category of equality and social justice, that is equity. The principle of equity derives from the recognition that the concept of fairness as equal or uniform distribution is not always possible or implementable, particularly in view of existing injustices that have prevented or reduced the ability of certain individuals or groups to gain equal access to public goods. Okay, okay, thank you. So nothing important is there. So I am talk on, I talk on my this slide. The right is also the part and parcel of equity and social justice, or equality and social justice. So rights as a key principle of social justice can be divided into the following two subgroups: legal rights and moral rights. So some rights we also enjoy, and citizens of India, they have been granted some basic fundamental rights. All of you know that, and all those rights are interrelated and related to equality and social justice. Either right to equality, Article 14, or so many rights are there under the category of right to equality. Just like equality before law, no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. It is also the basic principles of equality and social justice. To create social justice in the society, there must not be any kind of discrimination, either on the ground of religion, race, caste, gender, or place of birth. And equality of opportunity to all citizens in matters of public employment. Again, this is related to equality and social justice both. So all the articles which are mentioned in the first right to equality, 14 to 18, actually all those rights approximately are related to social justice also. Not only these, the first right to equality. Under that, abolition of titles, all of you know that, because most of us actually belong to the subject political science. After that, right to freedom. And it is also related with the concept of equality and social justice. Freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peacefully and without arms, freedom to form association and unions, freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, freedom to reside and settle in any part of India. So all those rights actually, all those rights actually are related to concept of equality and social justice. And after that, the fourth basic element of social justice, that is participation. But participation means here conscious participation from top to bottom. It is the basic requirement of democracy also. So India adopted our Panchayati Raj institution by 73rd Amendment 1992. But it is not related to blind participation, it is related to conscious participation. If we cast our vote on the ground of casteism, if we cast our vote on the ground of religion, if we cast our vote on the ground of muscle power, it means we are participating in the democratic system of governance, but not consciously. Not consciously. So until and unless people participate in the political processes or democratic processes consciously, we cannot fulfill all the needs of a democratic form of governance. In rural areas, what is happening? I personally, it is my observation. Actually, I saw those things. In a night, the political leaders, they organized feast, and in that the wine, the rice, and the people, they are habituated of those things. And second day, they casted their vote to that fellow only on the ground of 5 or 10 rupees polythene packed wine. So we will say that that is unconscious political participation, and that is harmful for democracy, that is not beneficial for democracy. So participation, if that participation is conscious, people, they are participating in the political processes or democratic processes consciously with awareness, it means we can set up a society with equality and social justice. So all the provisions are there, hundreds of policies are there, but still the situation is not so good in our society. Just you can see here, Oxfam International released its annual inequality report 2019 titled Public Good or Private Wealth, highlighted the stark income inequality existing in India. A very detailed report, बहुत अंदर तक जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, but situation is this economic inequality, इसमें definition में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, but what is reality, you should know that. The Global Gender Gap 2018 report ranks India at 142 among 149 countries. 4 parameters of measuring gender inequality are economic participation and opportunity, health and survival, educational attainment, and political empowerment. Gender wage gap is highest in India according to International Labour Organization. Women are paid 34% less than men. Women comprise over 42% of the agricultural labor force in the country, yet they own less than 2% of its farmland according to the India Human Development Survey, IHDS. So this is a unique kind of inequality or inequalities in our society. Laws are there, constitutional provisions are there, fundamental rights are there, directive principles of the state policies are there, but this is the reality. What is the situation related to caste? Caste is a significant factor for determining access to resources. This is the definition. But India's upper caste household earn nearly 47% more than the national average annual household income. The top 10% within these castes own 60% of the wealth within the group in 2012 report as per the World Inequality Database. So this is reality. Again, on the ground of religion. So there is no need to define the definition. So while minorities such as Christians, Parsis, and Jains have a larger share of income consumption than their population share, Muslim and Buddhist populations have significantly lower access to economic resources. Again, inequality on the ground of ethnicity. The National Family Health Survey 2015 to 16 showed that 45.9% of scheduled tribe population were in the lowest wealth bracket as compared to 26.6% of scheduled caste population, 18.3% of OBC, and 9.7% of other castes. Again, economic inequality. In 2019 report of Oxfam, India's top 10 holds 77.4% of total national wealth. 10% की आबादी हमारे 77% के रिसोर्सेस को कंट्रोल करती है, while the top 1% holds 51.53 of the wealth. 1% लोग, half of the resources of the nation, they are enjoying. And 60% population जो lower level की class है हमारी, उनके पास सिर्फ 4.8% of the national wealth.
Your time is up, sir.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. I am going to just conclude.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. On the behalf of our management, principal, staff, and students, I am very thankful to you. you have delivered such a nice and very knowledgeable lecture, informative lecture regarding the Article 14 and social justice and equality. You give very informative knowledge to us. Sir, I hope that you will also accept our invitation next time. Thank you very much, sir.
आसिफ सर आपका नाम बोला जाता है।